Hello everyone, Zion over here from Nintendo Life, and today we're going to be doing the first episode of a new series that I'd like to kind of dive into in a streaming format called Unbox Boy. Basically, this is the series of videos where I would like show off all of the stuff that I bought over the course of the past 3 months, 6 months, whatever it was. But we're going to try it out in a streaming format instead. So I have all these things over here that you can mildly maybe see in the background, but you can't see them up close until I show you. How's everyone doing? I see there's a lot of people in the chat already. Very kind of you to show up already so soon. I might turn that TV off in the background. That's flickering way. Oh, which shoulder is that? That one? That's gross. That's flickering a lot. I do not like that. So we should fix that. We should definitely fix that. I know, it's me. It's a Xeon streaming. Wow. Felix is a big fan. Jealousy the show? No. Okay. So this show is not going to be about like being like, look at what I got. It's going to be about like, hey, these are some cool things. It's like basically you're all my friends. We're hanging out, and I just want to show you all the cool stuff. I suppose maybe it's like humble bragging, but it's not supposed to be that. That's absolutely not what it is. I want to show you these things so that way you can understand that they exist. That maybe you can seek them out for yourself. Maybe it's some cool stuff. I have some press kits here actually that I think maybe just one or two press kits actually that I was given that like not many people were given. I remember back in the day, like when I was a kid, I saw like Kotaku, I think it was, or some other outlet got like a press kit for Fossil Fighters on the Nintendo DS, and it was like this cool, it was this like fossilized thing that you had to like break with a hammer, and inside of it was the copy of the game on the DS. And so I remember like feeling that energy, you know, back then, and that excitement for seeing other people do that kind of stuff. So I want to be able to share those cool things with you all too. So some people asked, Paul's asking Felix how far he is into Ocarina of Time, or where he's starting off today. Ocarina of the Sword. Wait, how far are you through Ocarina of the Sword? Oh my gosh, Paul. No, I'm not playing it. But for anybody who's curious, Felix will be continuing his Ocarina of Time stream, just not today. Somebody asked, my voice is only coming through the left. Let me try clicking a thing. Okay, so I've clicked mono on my stream. This might be better. This might be fine. Can you still hear me? I think so. Yeah, I think it should be coming out. Yeah, it's fixed. Okay, yay. Thank you. Yeah, if anything else sounds off in the stream, please let me know. Oh my gosh, there are so many. I'm gonna need to put my glasses on in order to read this chat. Oh my gosh. I've hit the age where I like wear my glasses pretty much all the time at my desk now. Otherwise, it's not that I'm blind. It's just it's not convenient. It strains my eyes. That's what I'm trying to say. It's strenuous to read anything when I'm sitting at my desk now. Adventures of Spirit Tracks. Thank you. That's very kind. No shame in the glasses, I suppose. I think it's just like, it's one of those things like I haven't had to wear them for so long, and now that there are times where I feel like it's better if I wear them. I'm just a little stubborn about it. That's all. Thanks everybody for letting me know about the audio though. That's good. Holy crap, you wear glasses? I do sometimes. Obviously, right now is one of those sometimes times. Is music? Can you still hear music, by the way? Okay. If music ever cuts out, these are my monitoring headphones, by the way. I'm like pretending I'm like a DJ. I'm like, how's it sound? So yeah, if music ever cuts out, just let me know, and I will try to get that figured out the best I can. So who wants to take a look at some stuff? So for anybody who's just popping in now, basically I love doing these videos every so often where I just show off all of the stuff that I've been buying. I'm going to turn my audio up just a little bit. So yeah, I basically like to do these videos where I show off all the things that I've bought over the past 6 months or been given as gifts or been sent things from different companies. And those videos end up being like a ton of work to like edit and put together. It's wild. And Alex and Felix have been streaming a lot on the channel, and they asked me like, hey, Zion, like what kind of streams would you like to do? And I can't remember if this was their idea or mine. Regardless, we decided to try out this unboxing stream and see how it goes. See if anybody actually enjoys it, because it's a lot easier to do this than to do this crazy video with all the audio problems that I've had in the past. And so this is how we're gonna try it out. So thanks for all the support in the chat already too. It's very, very kind. All right, so this past year I've been to Super Nintendo World. I've been to PAX East. I went to the Midwest Gaming Classic, which was a retro gaming convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I went to, I think it was called SideQuest Swap Meet in Portland, Oregon. That was kind of just like a smaller version of like a retro gaming event. There were no like panels or anything, but there was like 2 big vendor halls, lots of big halls to like buy stuff. And I've also I go to a lot of game stores, or I go to the same game stores in my town even too. And so basically all the stuff that I have back here, which is a lot. Oh, and then I also did a big order from Japan. I last year I did a big purchase from Bai, where I was like, I'm gonna buy 2 things, and then it like snowballed into like this bigger purchase. So I have all that stuff to show off, and then I have a few packages. Like I got a gift box from Square Enix. I also got sent something from Xseed as well. But yeah. So I have a lot of stuff to show off. But let's see. A few people in the chat said the podcast. Yeah, so I was on the Nintendo podcast last week. That was. We got to film that at PAX East. And that was a ton of fun. I've been watching Wood and Bob for quite a while now, and I really appreciate what they do out there. So it was really cool to like meet them in person. So if you haven't seen that already, you can hop over there. We talk about Street Pass a lot. We talk about what it's like to work at Nintendo Life, and kind of like what it's like to just work in this industry with them. So yeah, so it was really cool. King says, hey Z, I'm thinking of adding Chibi Robo to my GameCube collection, but it's so expensive. Do you think it's worth it? That's one thing I actually would love to tackle right off the bat here is I hate how expensive video games are now. The biggest reason why I have like a lot of the stuff that I do have is because I worked at GameStop back when things weren't expensive. That's where I got my copy of Chibi Robo, actually, was when it was like at an affordable price, when nobody wanted Chibi Robo. Even when I was at Johnny C. Cards, was the local game store. I was there as well, and got got like a really good discount. So I would just like buy up kind of whatever I wanted. And I didn't make all the money in the world working there, and it's not like we still do working here either. But that job allowed me to get a lot of stuff at an affordable price back then. So on the topic of should you buy Chibi Robo, I would say if you have any friends that have a copy, potentially, I would almost borrow it from them and give it a shot first and play it and see if you actually like it. Because it would be a huge bummer if you played that, if you spent all that money on it, bought it, and then didn't really like it. That would be awful. Of course, you could like sell it again or like trade it with somebody, but I would try to just see if, maybe dig into some reviews. It's a really fun and charming game. I haven't played enough of it. I've only put in a couple hours in like 2 different occasions. But it's not really like anything else we have on other systems. So it is kind of like, I don't want to say it's one of the best games on the GameCube. That's not what I'm saying here. But I think it is one of the most unique experiences on the console. So I don't know. But also you could maybe just get a Japanese copy if you have a way of playing Japanese GameCube games too. Someone in the chat here, I'm so sorry, Marmalade maybe, asked if it's ever possible that Nintendo will make a remaster of Chibi Robo or a remake. They did actually port it to the Wii in Japan, so you actually do have that option as well. You could, if you have a way to play Japanese Wii games, you could import that one and play that instead. But but I think I can't really see it happening now. But maybe we would get, maybe there's a chance we'll still get GameCube games on NSO someday. Because, I mean, right, we're at N64 now, and GameCube is the logical next step. So, I mean, and they did bring Wii games to the Wii U. Obviously, it was an easier time because the Wii U, I don't remember if it was built with Wii hardware or if it just was able to emulate well enough. I don't remember what the deal was there, but, I don't know. I don't think Chibi Robo will ever get like a remaster, but I think we could get it through emulation legally through Nintendo in some shape or form someday. But yeah, I hate a big way that I get a lot of the stuff that I do have now is because I'll pull things out of my collection sometimes and then trade them with other people and then be like, the games will be worth more than they were then. So that allows me to get like a lot of the stuff that I got here as well. So if I ever just seem quiet, by the way, too, I am trying to read the chat here as well because you guys are putting in so many kind things to say. You have a lot of, just a lot of cool stuff to read. Yeah, I do agree here. AJ here in the chat as well says, he says he feels like we shouldn't feed resellers once the prices like eclipse the original point. I do agree with you that it sucks that games get so expensive. One thing I do really like, Too Quiet Xeon. I am also coming through the left speaker. Let me look at my settings again. Yeah, I'm still mono on here. Maybe that'll have to be something that I figured out next time for audio. Maybe I'm just going to be left speaker Xeon this time. I can turn my volume up a bit more though. But yeah, I was going to say, I think really the best thing you can do, like if you have tons of retro games, or if you have some and you just, or if you're trying to start a collection is just try to trade with people. I think even like vendors trade in at game stores too. Like I have a game store near me that offers like 60 to 70% in trade credit value. So oftentimes, like if I'll take stuff just straight to them now. And like, I have a whole pile here that mostly came from that one store. Just because they offer just really good value. So, okay. So can I start a poll in the chat? Okay, so I'm going to start a poll. Should I show off some of the convention pickups? Maybe like stuff from PAX or the Midwest Gaming Classic? Or do you want to see some random stuff? I don't think I've done a poll before. Maybe I did back in the day. I did like one Nintendo live stream for Shin Megami Tensei 5 way back when. So yeah, interact with that poll. I think that poll will only go for like a minute or something like that. Maybe we'll have to keep tabs on it. I don't know. Good. Music's still going. Oh gosh. I have the video stream and my stream software running at the same time, and so when I was listening to the music, the banjo music just sounded like hell, for a lack of a better word, and it was just duplicating in my ears, and I was like, oh please, I hope you can't hear that. Oh my gosh, we're at a 50-50 split almost right now. People want to see random stuff or convention pickups. It's up to you to vote. Vote in the chat with the button. Am I coming up to Nintendo Live coming up to Seattle for Nintendo Live? Most likely. I don't have like plans. I don't have a hotel. I don't have any of that squared away yet because it's in September. But I will. I probably will come up for that because I'm too close to not do that. Okay, I'm just gonna end the poll now, even though I can see the percentage. The percentage is at 51% for random, and convention pickups are at 48. I think the convention pickups are cooler, I think, because I got some really weird stuff. But but we're gonna get to it all eventually anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so let's see. What is the random stuff? So I'm gonna go through maybe in like numerical order, I guess. So in February, in January, I went to Wisconsin to go visit some family, and while I was out there, I went to like a random GameStop with my mom, and we ended up finding we were just like looking around, and I didn't see anything. And advice for future streams: never end a poll that freaking close. Hey AJ, this is I'm just gonna do what I want. It's a stream, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Thank you for the advice. But when it's something that matters more importantly, I will end the poll quicker. But I just want to show you the stuff, so I had to end the poll. But yeah, so my mom and we went to this random game store, and on the shelf, I just saw this Pokeball Plus. Believe it or not, like it was just there. And these things like sell for like $50, $60, $70 online now, and I didn't have one of these, and I've been wanting one for a long time. Like I never bought the special edition of Let's Go Pikachu Eevee back in the day. I should have, but now I have one. I'm super stoked about it. I haven't actually like set it up to play with it yet. I really should, and I really like sitting on the couch and playing games like one-handed. So I like that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee can be like a one-handed game. Is Mew still in here? I have not set it up yet to test. I probably should. But if you notice on the bottom, there's like this little like plug here. Maybe my camera might be a little, or my lights might be a little too bright. But I actually remembered that there was a pawn store in the town that I live in that had this like charging base. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this light down just a little bit. They had one of these charging bases though, and it was like $20 for this, I think, as well, which is also like out of print and really hard to find. And so now I have the perfect combo. So I have this like sitting on my desk, all charged up. I think it's charged up. How do I turn this on, actually? No, it's not charged up. Why did I say that? Yeah, it's I've got it all set to go now with this cool charging base over here. Womp, womp, womp. Look at it. Look at how cute it is when you put the Pokeball Plus like inside of it. Like apparently this is supposed to light up too when you plug it in through USB. Actually, can I do that? Will you be able to see that if I plug it in over here? Huh. I plugged it into my computer and it's not doing anything. Maybe my computer's not powerful enough? That can't be the case. Maybe it just doesn't work. That'd be great. Well, I got that. And yeah, it's weird because I walk into GameStops all the time these days, and I like feel like I never see anything cool anymore, like retro or obscure. It's all just kind of like the stuff you expect. So yeah, when I found this Pokeball Plus in there for like $20 or whatever, I was stoked. And I have the Power Up Rewards card or whatever, so I got $5 off of it as well, which was nice because you get like $5 monthly coupons at GameStop, which you can use towards like, I don't think you can use them on pre-orders or digital stuff anymore, but you used to be able to. But now you can just use them on pre-owned games and new games and stuff. It will glow pink if Mew is still in there? Are you serious? Is that for real? Like the light will glow pink? That's sweet. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, hey, if you make like super negative comments on this stream, we're not gonna hang with that either, by the way. So just be nice. Be nice to people. Be nice to me. Unless I say something just wrong, please just correct me, because I want the stream to be factual. But we're not gonna tolerate any like mean comments in the chat. That's not cool. But so I also, like I said earlier, I didn't go to Japan. I wish I went to Japan, but I did do like a crazy big order from Bai, and I don't even remember like what I originally was going to order, but it just like snowballed. Like night after night, I would just like stay online, and I would like look up just like random things, and then just one thing led to another, and I had way too much stuff on my hands. Also, there's one thing from Japan back on the floor over there that I forgot to put on my table. So I ended up buying some Game Boy Advance games. I didn't spend a lot on these either, by the way. Like almost everything I got was $20 or less, I believe. good. Music is still popping. And yeah, so I ended up getting this. This is, I think, the first legendary Starfy game, or Starfy Densetsu no Starfy, I think is what it's called. I can't read kanji at all yet, and maybe there is some kana in here, but no, it just looks, well, I don't know, it's all super stylized. Can anybody tell me what is that katakana on the side there? It doesn't look like kanji, but maybe it is. But yeah, this has the manual and the game, and yeah, I think I paid like $15 for this. It was from Buy-E. Did you know gaming does like sponsors from them all the time? And I think that's maybe how I found out about them back in the day. Which I won't give you their sponsor spiel, but they're basically, Buy-E is like a proxy service that basically like they'll buy things on your behalf, and then they'll ship them to their warehouse. And then you can just buy like a bunch of things through like Yahoo Auctions and Mercari, but in Japan. And then you get all of the things that you buy like shipped to their warehouse, and then they package it up for you and then ship it back to you in like one big package or maybe two. And so then you're not spending like, because it can be really expensive to ship stuff to the US from Japan. So yeah, I found Buy-E was a kind of a gift and a curse in a way, because I spent way too much money and way too much time looking at stuff, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, so I got Densetsu no Starfy, I believe it is. I'm also a big fan of Mr. Driller, and I don't even think this Mr. Driller game like has Mr. Driller like turning into a knight. I could be wrong. I haven't played it yet. I probably should. But yeah, it's got like Mr. Driller as like a knight. And this one I don't think ever came out in the West either. Yeah, look, it's even got like the registration card is in here. The manual is in here too. Yeah, I'm taking a look in the manual right now, because we did get Mr. Driller 2 in America here. Very strangely, we never got one. Well, we got one on Game Boy Color. But yeah, I have not played this yet, but I'm stoked to see how this knight Mr. Driller plays into the game. I really hope it does. Thank you. I had a lot of fun on the Nintendo podcast. It was really cool. I would love to do that again, or just do more podcasts if I have time. That'd be really nice. DivDav says that they love the candy size like boxes for Game Boy Advance games in Japan. I do as well. For size comparisons, I also got Sonic Advance 2 complete in box. Well, actually, I got the box and manual from the Midwest Gaming Classic, and yeah, so here you can see, like, for anybody who didn't know, like, the Japanese boxes are quite a bit different in size. And, it's just like they just cut off a bit of the box. Oh yeah, the cassette tapes. I totally see that. Yeah. Dan asked how many amiibo I've collected so far. For a while, I was like collecting the ones that I liked, and then I was like, I'm gonna collect all of the Zelda ones, then I'm gonna collect all of these, and then I got rid of some, and I still probably have like 30 amiibo, but I don't have nearly as many as I used to. But it's also because I just like I don't have the personal need to want to collect them all. So, but I do think like amiibo are cool. I really like the ones that I have. I just got the Metroid Dread 2-pack from GameStop for $5 the other day. That was crazy. Paul says he's eagerly anticipating the finale of this stream, where I reveal that I have a sealed copy of Mole Mania. That would be crazy. I do already have a complete in box copy, and that's good enough for me. I got that back when I was at Johnny C's. That was a good get for me, and that game's super fun. I also, from the Japan order, I also got this Japanese. Everything's going to be Japanese from the Japan order. Goodness. This is a Full Metal Alchemist turn-based RPG. Let me see if I can get this like zoomed in or in focus, so you can actually see like what this is. Stream quality probably is still going to like not make this very easy, but I should probably just turn like autofocus on this camera instead of manual. That'll be a lot better for future streams. But yeah, this is a turn-based RPG, which I can't read, but maybe someday I will be able to. What else did I get? I got these Leafeon card sleeves for the Pokemon TCG. They're sized for, like, you can use them for Magic. You can use them for Digimon. You can use them for whatever you want. But yeah, I got these. I think these were like $10. This, by the way, the Fullmetal Alchemist game, I think I paid like $6 for this. And I think it has the manual. Yeah, it's got the manual too. It's missing like the cardboard insert that like keeps it like in place and everything. But yeah, look at that. Another cool thing that I guess I could show off that this was not from the Japan order was I got an Analog Pocket finally. I ordered this like a year and a half ago, and it showed up in I think like January. And so yeah, we can actually just like look at the Full Metal. Oh, I have to clean the cartridge. Shoot. Let's try that again. Just kidding. How do I quit cartridge? Confirm. Let's try it again. If it does, oh, there it is. Look at that, it's popping up. I love this thing, by the way. I have a bunch of Game Boy Advances and DSs, so for a while I was like when I first got this, I was like, shoot, do I really want the Analog Pocket? But I love it. It's super cool. Yeah, let's see if there's a save file on here, because then... Yeah, look at that. Just a little Full Metal on GBA. Dang, this is so sweet. I've never played a good Full Metal Alchemist game, and yeah, I at this time in my life, I'd need a fan translation, but this is dope. I probably can't get into a battle, but maybe I can open the menu. Oh, that's probably a save. Oh, that said hi. Hey, that says hi. And yeah. So yes or no? That's cool. No. How do I open the menu? Oh gosh, I can't read anything else. Who was I kidding? Oh, cool. But there's Edward and Alphonse. And look, you can see how much HP they have. It's a turn-based RPG. Looks a little like Golden Sun. Oh my gosh, you're right. Brady, you are so right. That's super cool. Maybe this game will have environmental puzzles. And honestly, like, I've never considered the fact that, like, how much Golden Sun and Full Metal have in common. Like, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on this game, aren't I? But yeah, the Analog Pocket is super sweet. We'll talk about that more later. But for now, I'm gonna put it to sleep. Sleep. So what else did I get from Japan? Oh yeah, so I got these Pokemon sleeves, right? And then I also got this Pikachu card. It also has like the trainer from Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I just thought it was super cool. Like, it looked really pretty with that silver Japanese border that we now have in the States or in the West here. But the American one, or the Western version of the card, has a yellow border. And yeah, I just thought this was a cool looking card. I think Paul asked if I have the dock as well for the analog. Can I comment on any cartridge wiggle during use for the Analog Pocket? I have not noticed yet, but I also haven't played it enough. But I guess if I do notice, yeah, I'll definitely bring it up. And I don't think our reviewer, Damien's the one who reviewed it. I don't think he had any issues with it either. But yeah, it's something. I don't think it was a problem for me. Another thing that I'm showing off the backside of first, I don't know why, is these are Mega Man Battle Network e-reader cards. These are sealed packs. And I don't even know what these do. I don't know what they look like. And I got the 3 for, these were also maybe like $6, $7 or something like that. Maybe, should I open one of these on stream? Should I start a poll for that? Yeah, let's open. Don't open. Do we open the Mega Man? I think I'll open one of them, depending on what the poll says. I know there's people out there that are like, no, don't ever open them. But I think I'd be willing to open one. Do what I want. Thanks. That's fair. See, I kind of want to open one, but I didn't want to make everyone upset if I opened one for some weird reason, you know. Because we're going to get to the point eventually where, like, there's no more of these open in the world. And I'll have one. I'll have 2 that are sealed. Why did I make them sound like goblins? I don't know. Just, you know, voices sometimes just come out of my mouth and other people's, but okay, I'm ending the poll at 78%. I'm gonna open one. 1, 2, 3. Do I start another poll? No, I'm just gonna open the second one. I'm gonna try to open it nice though and keep the wrapper nice and neat. Yeah, this is perfect timing since the Legacy Collection just came out, which Felix got to do the video of on Nintendo Life Here. So if you've been curious, you should go check that out. Dash also says they like this stream. Thank you. That's honestly, it's really nice to read like words of encouragement and things like that, like during just anything. So just thank you. I do have an e-reader. I do. Will I be able to find it in time for the stream? Probably not. But maybe I'll post about it on Twitter that I opened these there. Oh my gosh. These packs are harder to open than I thought. Maybe I should have just... All right. I'm pulling out the scissors. I'm sorry, everyone. Look at me. Look at what I've done. It's so bad. It's true, though. Words of encouragement. It was. Like, when people say nice things, it's just, yeah, I would say that gives me energy. What is this gentle kind of music right now? Let's see. This is from Chrono Cross, by the way. Okay, so here we are cracking open the first Mega Man Battle Network for I just want to recognize that this is Battle Network 4 Part 2. So I couldn't find any existence of a Part 1 pack online, but there must be like a series. Maybe that's how they called it, Series 1 and Series 2. I don't know. But so there's this card on the front. Maybe this is like, oh, this is a manual. That's so sweet. Yeah, so this, I think the Animal Crossing e-reader packs in the US actually came with something like this too. So this kind of just tells you how to use the e-reader cards. Obviously it's in Japanese, so I have no idea what anything says for the most part, really. Who am I kidding? Okay, here's pack 1. Pack 1 also looks like an instruction card. Oh, it's not though. It's a robot. Oh no. If anyone knows any of the names of these characters, please let me know. Oh, okay. So now here's the front. Since they're they're sideways. There we go. So we got a nice Rockman EX or Mega Man EX, or is it EXE? I don't remember exactly. We have another one that's like almost the same artwork, but it must have different attack or something. Hey, so that one's an actual sprite of in the game. That's kind of cool. And then this one, oh, okay, another sprite, and that's it. Okay. All right, everyone, that's the Rockman EXE e-reader packs. I have no idea how these work. If anybody knows, please let me know. Oh yeah, we did get the fire machine thing. Yeah, where did that go? I lost that card already. If it fell on the ground and I step on it later, I'm going to be a very sad boy. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Whew. Phooey. So I actually think so remember how I said I trade away games sometimes? I think I traded away the one, oh, I do have Mega Man Battle Network 3, but I think I had a copy of 4 on GBA, and then I think I traded it away when the Legacy Collection got announced, because I was like, I'll just get that. I don't need that anymore. And I kept 3 because 3 was the first one that I ever played, the blue version. Me and my buddy Jonathan, I got the blue version. He got the white one back in the day as kids. And so I had that one, but like I got rid of it. Well, yeah, those packs were something. I'm excited to maybe I can buy singles of them. Maybe I can try to complete a set. Maybe first I should probably play and figure out what they all do. Paul said that robot has strong Chibi Robo on fire tweet vibes. Totally. I need an e-reader, the game, the card, the link cable, and 2 GBAs. Oh, that's not a big deal. That's a small list of things, right? I actually might have most of that. Okay, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to keep the others sealed. Dan, what are the top 3 things in my collection? Oh my gosh, that's a really hard question because I'm very sentimental. So I have a lot of... It depends on the question. Or it depends how the question's worded. It's like, what means the most to me? Or what pulls me back? You know, I don't know. Honestly, my copy of EarthBound means a lot to me. Not because of its worth, just because of the fact that I was given that after making the EarthBound documentary by our directors, and that just that whole thing just like will crush me. I could think about that all day and just be fine. So yeah, but I did a video about the rarest games that I have in my collection. That's on the channel. You can go check that out after the stream if you want. How long has the stream been going, by the way? 35 minutes. Okay, we have a lot to go through still. Speaking of games that I like, that it seems like... Actually, that's a bad transition. Bad thing. I loved I Am Setsuna. I played it when it came to Switch. I thought the story was the best part of the game. I think the combat got a little too grindy at times. Actually, sorry, the story is not the best part of the game. The soundtrack is the best part. And Square Enix does just fantastic releases of their soundtracks in Japan. And I'm gonna get close up for this again because this soundtrack is worth it. Like the artwork is just mesmerizing. Even the soundtrack, like the discs themselves, look really pretty. And yeah, you have 2 discs here. Yeah, like the wallpaper on my laptop is actually is like artwork from I Am Setsuna. If you haven't heard the soundtrack before, which honestly I probably should have played that for this whole stream instead. It's like an entire. I think the whole thing is just played on piano. You do have a few like random tracks that are that use like other like there's like an 8-bit I think song on here, and you have a few other like little things, but for the most part the main soundtrack is just done on piano, and it's lovely. It is on Spotify though. You can listen to it on there. I highly recommend you do. It is in my top 10 favorite soundtracks. Speaking of top 10 favorite games, I don't know if Silent Hill Shattered Memories would fall into top 10, but it is a game that means a lot to me, which I also did a video on that on the channel here. And they did a strategy guide in America, but it was very simple, very standard guide. But this one actually has a bunch of actually, I don't think I ever showed this off before. I feel like I did, but maybe I don't think I did. But inside the book, it actually has it talks about the story of the game. It talks about how to play it. It goes through like step by step, like everything you should do, and it's written so well. I don't want to show off the whole guide because I don't want to spoil the story for people who haven't played. But there's a lot of okay. So here, there's a concept art section, and it's like all of this whole this chunk of the guide is no more guide anymore. It's all like artwork, and they show off like items in the game. They show off so there is some guide stuff in here still as well. There's some secrets. They show you where to find all like the apparitions in the game, and yeah, it's just this is a super cool guide. Yeah, here's some more concept art. Very cool, very good guide. And yeah, if you haven't gotten to see that video either, that is one of my favorite videos I ever got to make on this channel, was the Silent Hill Shattered Memories video. I also got this, I got a Wii U game sealed. This is a Yokai Watch game for the Wii U, but this is a Just Dance Yokai Watch game. Never released in America. Yokai Watch, if you didn't know, was huge in Japan, and apparently the Just Dance games are too. Or I think somebody was telling me, and maybe it was my friend Johnny, but somebody was telling me that like dancing and like kids TV shows is like a big thing. Like kids will learn the theme song to something and then like learn the dance, and so I'm assuming that's why they made this, was just because kids just love dancing to Yokai Watch music all the time. So this doesn't really I don't know. It'd be like if they made a Pokemon Just Dance game in the US here. That would be weird, I think. But in Japan, they were like, no big deal. This is sealed. I'm kind of tempted to leave this sealed and buy another copy that's not opened, just because this is so weird. But maybe I will crack it open. If I have the right friend that comes over and they need to play this, yeah, then we're opening it immediately. But yeah, super weird. I also bought a bunch more Japanese stuff, or I bought a lot more stuff from Japan that wasn't Nintendo related. But I thought I could show it to you here, but that probably doesn't you probably don't want to see that. So I didn't put it in the pile. The pile's already big enough. I'm just gonna read this chat a little bit. Now, this is actually, now we're listening to a song that Toby Fox released through his like email, like his fan email that he's like releasing, or his newsletter, the Undertale newsletter. That's what this song is. I just put this playlist together this morning and just like slapped a bunch of things in that I thought would be cool. But yeah, this is like I don't remember if it's a shop theme or what it is exactly. Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can find it in my... Oh yeah, this is for Deltarune. This is for Deltarune Chapter 3. It is a... Oh my gosh, please, let me see. This is a Town Day Update 2022 theme. Oh, did I see... Oh yeah, Daniel's in the chat. Hello, Daniel. How's it going, sir? How is everyone doing today, by the way? I'm drinking some tea, by the way. My girlfriend got me this incredibly lovely tea set for Christmas. And our writer and friend Austin got me this Banjo Kazooie mug last year for Christmas, or maybe even the year before. I don't even remember. It could have been ages ago. But isn't it so cute? The bear and the bird. I'm drinking some green tea with lemon today. I'm normally not like a caffeine tea drinker, but for the stream today, I was like, you know, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, so I think that was pretty much everything I got from Japan. Oh, except for, hold on. I have one more thing that like fell on the ground here before. It's the boy. It's the part-time UFO. Look at, isn't it so precious? It was like a keychain, I guess, or just like comes on a string. And this is from the part-time UFO Switch game, or like the mobile game. My favorite part though is the charm on the bottom, or like the crane itself is a charm. And so I don't know if you can see it easily this way, but you can like, I could take this off if I wanted. I'm not going to, but I need to find like the perfect place to like hang him somewhere. It's very, very sweet. Very sweet plushie. And this was also like $10, I think. It was super. Everything I got from that order was really affordable. Was it from a claw machine? I hope so. That'd be super cool if there was a part-time UFO specific claw machine. All right, so I also got... Oh, yeah. So I'm going to show off this thing. So Square Enix, if Felix is still in the chat, I hope Felix... I know Felix likes this game a lot. So Square sent me an Octopath Traveler 2 press kit. I'm going to have to, like... My desk is a mess right now. There is... Oh, gosh, I need to make room. Oh, no. Where do I put all the things, everyone? There's so much stuff everywhere. Okay. Gosh. I hope I don't damage any of my stuff. I'm just like throwing things now at this point. Must make room on desk. Maybe next time if I'm more prepared, I'll have this setup done right a bit better next time. So this press kit does not have... Well, it does have little... I don't think it has statues, but it does have something kind of like that. I'm also going to toss my headphones back on because I want to hear the music that y'all are hearing. I think that'd be fun. But I got to turn myself off in the monitors. I can't be hearing myself while we chat. There we go. There we go. Felix is here. Okay, Felix. Here it is. This is the Octopath Traveler 2 press kit, sent very kindly by Square Enix. Thank you. Thank you again. So in here was... Oh, there's some cat hair in here from my cats because I opened it earlier and apparently that happened. So there was a bubble mailer with a nondescript bubble mailer. Whoa! Oh my gosh, Square. Thank you. Okay, so they sent me this bucket hat. I'm not really a fan of bucket hats, but let's see. How does it... What do you think? Do I work the hat? Maybe it's like DJ. That's the DJ energy this stream needs. Yeah, I'm still not really a bucket hat kid, but if Felix tells me I never have to take it off, then I'm or if I should never take it off, then I'll leave it on for this unboxing. So they sent me a notebook. All this stuff in here is like, well, most of the stuff in here is custom, actually, as well. Like, not one of a kind, but I think they only came in this press kit. So yeah, so there's like this night and day notebook, journal, which doesn't have anything like fancy in the inside. It's just a very like simple notebook, but I like that. So in here is also, oh yeah, this thing, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody can help me figure this out. So this is like a leather bound something. Let's see. Yeah, so there's like oh, maybe it is a passport holder. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yo, that's super cool. So yeah, I thought it was maybe a wallet, but I like couldn't think like a card wouldn't fit in here. A passport holder would make sense then, but yeah, that's sweet. Dang. Okay, cool. Well, that's getting used. Absolutely then. And I will come back and let everyone know if it fits my passport. I won't send pictures because I just thought about like, oh, I should grab my passport and test it, but maybe I shouldn't use my passport like in a stream. So then these keychains are really weird because they're not keychains. They sent pins for all of the characters. Here, let me get close on here. Yeah, so they sent pins of all of the different characters. I'm gonna try to make it so you can see these nicely. They're super tiny. As you can see, like they're like the size of like one of my fingernails, which is gross to think of. But yeah, there's all these pins. I should probably take some of these out of the bags as well. But what do you guys think of this music right now? Toby Fox is a genius. I swear. Crazy guy. Speaking of Toby Fox, here's EarthBound. So yeah, there's this one. Man, I really gotta adjust my lighting. Next time I'll have like a second camera just for unboxing streams. How does that sound? I'm so Felix, I know. I got sent a Shin-Chan press kit last year. And I mailed that actually to Felix because I was like, I can't keep that. Are you kidding me? That's Felix's game. But I will say, there was another press kit that we were offered that I haven't heard back on yet. And Felix, don't worry. I gave them your info, so I hope they send it to you. I won't say any more because I don't want to get your hopes up for nothing. But this is one of my favorite characters, by the way, so far in the game. I really like that they have a familiar. But yeah, okay, so you get the idea. There's a pin for every character here. They also sent a card. Oh, yo, the card! The card was so cool. I forgot. I was like, is this a card I should show on stream? But yeah, absolutely. Okay, so check this out. So it's just like a little, like it looks like nothing. It's just a card. But then you open it up and look at that. Isn't that insane? It's all the characters like sitting around like a campfire and like a stove and like they're making dinner. I was blown away when I cracked this open. Isn't that nuts? And then there's also like a little note on the bottom here. I'll read it. Hello, this is Octopath Traveler 2 producer Masashi Takahashi from Square Enix. Thank you for your support for the launch of Octopath Traveler 2. I hope you've enjoyed your time with the game and found something that pulled you in, whether it be the graphics, characters, or music. Please enjoy these items which we have prepared in celebration of the launch of the game. Wishing you a great continued journey in Celestia. Very sweet. Very nice. But yeah, I thought this was super cool. I want to find like a nice place to put this, because like if I put it on the wall, it's not really going to make like a whole lot of sense like this. Like, yes, the way it's meant to be looked at. But I do think like, I guess just if I just put it down somewhere, it'll look pretty nice. It's definitely like, it's best observed from like, kind of like an angle. Like I'm not doing it justice right now, but yes, you're right. It should lay flat. Good call. Imagine dusting this. I guess canned air, but That's a lot of canned air to spend on a piece of paper, isn't it? Okay, so I think there was only one other thing in here. And honestly, it's crazy because it's like not even like an exclusive piece or something like that. But this is probably my favorite thing. And I think Paul maybe already has this. I'm not sure. But this is the Octopath Traveler 2 soundtrack. Which Felix is also probably just like, Xeon, God, I hate you. And I'm so sorry. But yeah, so this is the Japanese release of the soundtrack. I'm thinking. Maybe it is the North American release, though. Because it does... Yeah, okay. It says distributed by Square Enix in California here. But yeah, this has tons of discs. Let me just crack her. Let me get her cracked open here. Yeah, so there's one. I think this is for sale actually on the Square Enix store as well. Yeah, the discs are really cool. Like some of the artwork is stuff I haven't seen other places. There's a little pamphlet in here too. I actually haven't looked in the pamphlet before, I don't think. Yeah, it looks like it has all the song titles. It is in Japanese, so if you do consider buying this, or if you do think about buying this, oh, I'm sorry, there is English text. Yeah, so there's actually an interview in here with Yasunori Nishiki and a few of the other devs. Masahashi Takahashi is in here as well. They talk mostly about the music, though, in the interview. None of the song titles... Oh, actually, they are. I'm so sorry. I take back everything I said about this not being in English. Because it's all of the text, or all of the song titles are in Japanese, but then below them, they're in English. And then the interview is in here in Japanese and English. Oh, and then there are the developers that are interviewed in this book as well. This is super cool. So rad. But yeah, let me see how many discs this is as well. I'm thinking it's 4. Never mind. It's 6. It's a 6-disc soundtrack. Hey, no. I'm not trying to flex on Felix. I'm trying to apologize to Felix. It's not a flex. Don't worry. Don't worry. If Felix were right next door, he would just have this instead of me. But the boy lives in Denmark. It's okay. Felix gets cool things. Don't worry. Don't worry. We take care of Felix. I think. I mean, Felix actually can tell you that better than I can. I shouldn't just assume. Okay, did I put all the Octopath? Oh, I forgot the bubble mailer from earlier. I got a very, very, very collectible bubble mailer. Oh, and the hat. The hat. I guess I should take off the Octopath Traveler hat, shouldn't I? Aw. That's very sweet of you, Felix. Okay. So what else? What else do we have to look at? We've been streaming for almost an hour now. Nice. So I have another thing that was sent to me from devs. But instead, I think I want to show you the stuff I got at Midwest Gaming Classic. Because that was super cool. Aaron says, hey, Zian, any plans to come to Toronto in the future? Maybe for Fan Expo? Honestly, I would love to go to Toronto. Mostly to go and see, like, the sights of, like, the Scott Pilgrim movie. As ridiculous as that is. But I don't have any plans right now. It would be really nice to come to Canada, though, at some point. So, Felix, you can't tell me I look great in a bucket hat. No. I'm not a big fan of bucket hats, but I will say that I was okay wearing it on stream. It didn't look bad. The anime. Oh, the Scott Pilgrim anime. That would be. Ooh. What if they do like an event in Toronto for the anime? Okay, maybe I will come to Toronto. Okay, so actually, instead of Midwest Gaming Classic stuff, I'm just going to show you all the random things I've bought lately. So I got, like I said, there's a game store in town here that offers some like really sick trade values for me, and so, or not for me in specific, just for customers. So I get a lot of stuff from them. Like I'll just trade in like old things that I decide that I don't want anymore, or if like a remaster comes out or something and it's just as good as the original, maybe I'll trade it in to get that instead or something. So like actually like I traded in my Game Boy Advance copy of Aero the Acrobat and got it on Super Nintendo because I was like, I don't care to have the GBA version instead. I want the Super Nintendo version instead, because I have the second one on Super Nintendo. I was like, well, I should probably have this too. So then I also got Hogan's Alley, because I really like Zapper games on NES, and like Super Scope games. I think I have a Super Scope game in here actually as well. I got Star Tropics 2, because this was I've heard great things about Star Tropics 1. I don't think I've ever heard anything though about Zoda's Revenge. Is this any good? Please let me know. Yeah, the Sky Pilgrim anime, by the way, to get back on that, like, it looks... We haven't seen anything of it yet, right? But, like, they're getting all the original voice actors back, which I think somebody else in the comments here said as well. Brian Lee O'Malley's going to be super involved. Edgar Wright, who made the film, is also going to be involved as well. Like, I don't think they could do it better. Maybe, like, Studio Trigger is also going to be involved in some weird way. That'd be pretty cool. But I got the Metroid Prime Remastered collection. That actually, my local game store had that. I couldn't believe it. It's got a really nice, like, flip cover as well, which I'll flip for you on stream here because that's fun, right? Wah! I also got Signalis. I actually got review code for this game already as well, and have been, like, waiting to play it, like, waiting for the right time, I guess. But there's so many games to play, way too many. But I played the demo on Steam a while ago and loved it. And was like, yeah, I'm gonna want to get this now. And I live in FOMO, or like, that's my life basically. So that's why I bought the physical copy. And I just, you know me, I like physical games. But then I also went out to California to go to Super Nintendo World when was that? That was February, I think it was. And we went to this store there called Game Dude. I went with my buddy Josh. And Game Dude is just like this crazy huge store. They have so much stuff there. It's like a big warehouse, basically, but they just have tons and tons of games. What is my annual income? For how much stuff I have, it's not as much as you'd think. I'm just very smart, but like unwise with my money as well, if you can like tell. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff from the game store back in the day when I was there. I trade around a lot of stuff. So that's how that happens. So I ended up finding Layton's Mystery Journey at Game Dude. I got this for, I think it was like only like $30 as well. And now it's becoming hard to find now. And I never played it on 3DS, but I've always I really like what I've played of the Layton series. I got Atelier Ryza, Atelier. I don't know. My brain just shut down for a second there, like thinking of all the combinations of like how this could be pronounced. But I got Ryza 2. I don't have to sweat that anymore. I also I basically have a wish list of games of like things that like I want in my collection. And of course I find things sometimes that like I didn't know that I wanted, and that's the best feeling, honestly, because like I feel like so often I go into a store now and I know what I'm looking for, which is kind of a bummer. And I miss the days of like walking in and just being like, oh, like I didn't know I've never seen that. Yeah, let me get it. But Elebits was a game that I wanted to play back in the day on Wii, like when it first launched. But I ended up getting Trauma Center Second Opinion, which is a remake of the first Trauma Center game on DS. And then I also got Twilight Princess. And I just didn't have enough money to get Elebits, and I wanted Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz as well, which I'm glad I didn't buy because I heard it was awful. But now I have Elebits, and I think Kit Ellis from Kit and Krista, I think that's his last name. I could have messed that up, but I think he worked on this game for like PR for it, at least I'm assuming. But or maybe it was the DS version of Elebits. I don't know. But yeah, I got it at Game Dude. That reflective sticker that they put inside every single game. I also got Mr. Driller, Drill Spirits on DS. This was a game that I grew up with, and it was not the first DS game that I played, or not the first Mr. Driller game I played. I actually played Mr. Driller on an arcade in like this weird hotel lobby in Illinois when I was visiting with my grandma and grandpa. And I played it and like loved every bit of it. And like I was so obsessed with Mr. Driller for years. Like I even made in art class, I made this like clay toy. We were supposed to make like a treasure chest or something, like something that we could hide something in. And I made this like clay sculpture of Mr. Driller where you like take his head off and then you can put something inside of him, like in his belly or something, like to hide. And there was like the smallest amount of storage space. There was like nothing in there. But that just goes to show how much I loved Mr. Driller. And maybe if I ever like, I think that toy still exists. I think it's still at my grandparents' house. If I find it, I'll post a picture on Twitter or on our community tab or something. But Brady in the chat here says that there's a crazy Elebits game on DS too. Yeah, Elebits Adventures of Kai and Zero. I do have it, but I still have not played it yet. But the artwork looks really cool. It uses sprite art instead of 3D models, right? And then I also got Gunpei, on DS. This is a rhythm game that apparently, I think it was, let's see. Oh yeah, right on the back of the box here, it even says it. It says, the late Gunpei Yokoi, winner of the GDC 2003 Lifetime Achievement Award and the legend behind some of the game industry's greatest hardware and software success, has his masterpiece of addictive puzzle game brought to life in what is sure to become a modern classic. So this was a puzzle game, either like conceptually conceived by or like developed by Gunpei Yokoi, and who is the creator of the Game Boy. Victini, like that's where that name comes from. But this I think came out after. Yeah, I think, do they say? Yeah, they say the late Gunpei Yokoi on the back here. So this came out after he passed away, kind of like in honor of him. And this game's super cheap. Like I still haven't played it yet, so I can't really give you like an opinion on like if it's a fun game or not. But I felt like I wanted to have it for that reason alone, just because he was. This was made to to honor him. Yeah, it actually is him. I'll put this camera back in focus again. But yeah, that was everything I got when I was in LA. What else? I still have some other random stuff though too. Let's see here. There's so much stuff. Oh yeah, I also got, when I was in LA, I got the Princess Peach. What do they call this? The power band, I think. Because we were there as like PR, like reviewing the park, they gave this to us for free. I did not buy this. If I was buying one, I totally would have bought the Daisy one. And they did have them for sale there, but I was like maybe next time I go, I'll buy a Daisy one. But I got this thing, this Princess Peach one, which does function as an amiibo. I haven't tested it in every single game to see if it works like all the time, but yeah. Oh, Jeff, you have the Luigi one? Also, nice to see you, dude. Jeff Troidvania in the chat. Very cool guy. I got to meet him at PAX East. I always want to say PAX West, but yeah, I got to meet him at PAX East. Super cool. Very nice guy. You should go check out his channel. Let's see. Oh, this is satisfying to watch the strap. Was that unsatisfying then? I don't know. It's not working as good as it did that time. So I have a lot of Midwest Gaming Classic pickups here, so hold on one sec. So I do have more stuff that I got from the game store. So I ended up, well, actually this I got like right around Christmas time. This is one of my best friend, Zach. This is one of his favorite DS or 3DS games, or just favorite Fire Emblem games in general. He's always telling me like, man, you got to play Shadows of Valentia. And so I finally just like picked it up because I had a feeling that like 3DS games were going to like skyrocket after the eShop went down. So yeah, I got this in like December or January, I think it was. And yeah, I've heard good things. If you like Echoes, drop it in the chat so that way everybody knows to play Echoes. I have not played it yet myself, but... Oh, and The Crawl. Brandon, he's in the chat as well. That's my buddy who just made this crazy huge Metroid documentary. It's kind of like the EarthBound one where he like, or that we did, where he basically interviewed like tons of different members of the community and like people that have worked on things revolving around Metroid. It's really cool. I can't remember if it is 2 hours long, but it might be almost 2 hours long. It's a feature length film. But him and I, we got to work together on some of like the B-roll, like the footage for the video as well. So yeah, like please go check that out. Not to send you all away and like give you all these different things to go look at, but yeah, Brendan's super cool. So I also got I got the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection from my local game store. I thought about, I have the DS collection as well of Mega Man 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've thought about getting rid of it now that I have this. But I'm also like, those games were like designed for like GBA, like that small, like handheld hardware. And I kind of, like, as much as I want to play, it's nice to have them all in one collection. I don't know. I kind of just want to keep the DS one. That's my brain for you. I also got Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. This was very kindly, the box was given to me by my buddy Zach. And then I got the cartridge from my local game store with some trading credit. So like that's one thing I highly recommend. Like if you're trying to collect retro games, like go, like try and get boxes and manuals and cartridges separate. Obviously, like it's gonna be a lot more work, but it can be a lot of fun to try and piece things together instead. Also, oh my gosh, what? So I'm on Twitter right now, by the way. I'm a big Porter Robinson fan, for people that didn't know. And Porter just played Coachella, and he, like, the set looked insanely cool. He's an EDM artist who, like, also is doing, like, pop and rock music now, kind of. And he shared some videos from the event. And Jeff Keighley tweeted at Porter and said that he crushed it at the show. And I was like, what? Jeff's like a Porter fan? And Jeff just responded saying that he was there in the pit. I need to respond to him like right now. That's so wild. Gosh, Porter Robinson gonna play Summer Game Fest or the Game Awards someday? My goodness. That'd be so wild. I'm just losing my mind over that right now. Okay. So I also got video games, right? I also got Tin Star, which back in the day I used to look at this game and was like, what? This looks not like my kind of game. And I still haven't played it either, of course, which you're going to keep hearing a lot because I have a full-time jobs and life outside of video games, which just makes it hard. I don't need to... I'm trying to like justify it for myself, I guess, but Tin Star is a Super Scope game, and it looks kind of like Wild Wild Westy. Obviously, like if you, I guess maybe it's not obvious, but yeah, you look like a robot sheriff out in the West, catching outlaws and riding on horses and drinking at the saloon and stuff. I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I also got Yokai Watch 2, Psychic Specters. This was also from my local game store with some trade credit. That really worked out really, really well. That was a good trade. My goodness. And then I also got Star Tropics Complete in Box. This has... Oh, I actually didn't have the manual. I found the manual myself, separate. I think when I was at Midwest Gaming Classic, I think. And I already had the game, but I ended up trading the second copy of the game away that I got. I hope whatever words are coming out of my mouth are actually, like, understandable and not confusing and just, you know... Oh, actually, I got the manual at the side quest swap meet that I was at, because I forgot. The manual was, like, loose from the cover or whatever, and so they just gave me the manual instead for free, which is really nice. Yeah, so there's actually, if you didn't know, Star Tropics, there's a point in the game where, and sorry if I'm spoiling this for people, I don't mean to be, but there's a point in Star Tropics where your grandpa or like your uncle, there's a puzzle that you need to solve, and there's like a code for it. And the code is actually like located on the back side of the manual. There's like a letter that's attached to it. And so in order to like progress in the game, like past a certain point, you actually need the letter. And I won't go into how you actually use that. But it's a thing, and I don't have the letter. But that's a fun thing for me now, is like when I go to a game store or I go to a swap meet, I can be like, hey, do you guys have any manuals? And I can flip through their manual bin and maybe I'll find the letter. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's another way that you can like have fun collecting games without like just always like having to buy a video game. Like sometimes maybe you'll go to a store and you'll just get a box or a manual for something, but then you'll complete something that you have at home, or you'll be halfway there. And I think it's I don't know. Game collecting is just so expensive now that like it's nice to walk away with something, but not always like something that you spent $100 on or something dumb. Because yeah, that can happen really easy now. Star Tropics, I think it is on Nintendo Switch Online, and I think Nintendo has all of their manuals viewable on the website as well, not on the app. But yeah. Oh yeah, and Luigi Blood said the code is not given on Nintendo Switch at all, so you have to know it was in the manual, which is not really linked in that. Yeah, that's really dumb. But yeah, if you get to that point, look it up, or if you have a buddy that happens to have the manual, you know, reach out to them. Just the other day, I got Splatoon 3. So I played this with Felix recently, and I played this with Paul and our friend Mark as well. And this is the flip cover. That's why if this doesn't look like Splatoon 3 necessarily, that's why. It's because it's the inside cover art. So you got Salmon Run on display there. And then on the back side, you've got like the campaign art. And I think that's super cool. I love the green spine as well. Like I wish Switch games just weren't just red. Why are they all red? Just the other day, I got Detective Pikachu as well in that same trade-in where I got Splatoon 3. I got Disney Stitch Jam because it's a rhythm game with Lilo and Stitch, and I love Lilo and Stitch. Like it was one of my favorite Disney movies from when I was a kid. It came out when I was a kid, so it was one of the, you know, like I guess Lion King came out when I was a kid as well. But yeah, I just love Lilo and Stitch. I got Death Jr. on DS in the Science Fair of Doom. This was a weird one. Like back in the day, it was like a PlayStation Portable exclusive. Like Death Jr. 1 and 2 came to the PSP, but then eventually like Konami was like, nah, we're done with that, and they brought Death Jr. to DS. But then I have it on the shelf over here. I wish I could grab it, but my arm is just not. I don't have arms, so I can't grab it. But they also released one on Wii as well. And then I got Wonderful 101 on Wii U because I think the Wii U version is more fun. I played a bit of it on Switch for review back when we covered it on the website and on the channel, and I enjoyed it. But I wished I was playing it on Wii U instead. So I got that. Okay, so we're an hour into the stream and we're about halfway through the collection, I think. So that's good. Celtic in the chat here says they have custom spines on their Switch games, and it looks so good. The red gives them anxiety. I have considered getting the custom spines. I've seen I don't know where you got yours, Celtic, but I've seen they have them on Etsy. There are certain sellers that sell custom spines, and they look super cool. I should probably just bite the bullet and do that one of these days. But yeah, I like whenever you go into a game store and you want to look at Switch games and they have them spined on the shelf, it hurts to look at, doesn't it? Like, am I wrong? I want to create a poll on that. Okay, I hope you appreciate this this poll. Please go vote. Your thoughts are very important here. I really want to know. I wish I could set up a time. Like, I wish I could let this poll run for 2 minutes and then it would stop by itself. But sadly, it does not. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm quote unquote getting older. But yeah, it's really hard to look at a spine at the game store and try to actually just read them. I just wish I could scan and just understand what things are. I do like the uniformity. I do think that's fun, but I also think it's just really bland. I don't know. It's just come on. The white Wii U spines or the white spines of Wii U and Wii were already nice enough. I just don't like that we don't have logos now. I just wish we still had, and I know it's a really thin space, but yeah, exactly. Victini's saying half my shelf is red spines. I know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Also, I need to make more room, or I need to get rid of some Switch games because it's outgrowing itself very quickly. Oh, that's cool. You can make your own. Interesting. I mean, maybe I will. I would like to see if anybody on Etsy has really high quality ones that are like close in quality to Switch paper, because I think that would be nice. I would definitely pay money for those, because I don't have a printer at home anymore, and even when I did, it wasn't great either. But does Bomberman R have a logo? I think it does, because I do have that game. Unless if the second printing they removed the logo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first printing of the game did have the logo, because I have a copy up there, but it must be the second print, because it's just a regular text. So I also went to PAX East, right? And we did some videos there. I got to meet Bob Wolf and Wood, and be on the Nintendo podcast. We did the Street Pass meetup. You can see my 3DS back there, trying to get Street Passes right now. It's not successful because nobody's walking past my house with Street Passes, and I hope I have 3DSs, and I hope they don't. But it's back there so you can see. To remember to take your 3DS when you leave the house today, if you do. This is Spinal Chat. But so at PAX, though, I did buy some stuff too. I was pretty surprised and wasn't expecting to. Oh no, my expensive game just hit the ground. Well, it's fine. I'm gonna keep it anyways. So at PAX, Fangamer was there, and they happened to have this Undertale passport book, which actually, okay, I'll show you this other Undertale thing first that I got, because that'll make more sense. So Clyde Mandolin, who wrote the Legends of Localization books on Zelda and EarthBound, released one about Undertale. And traditionally what these books are kind of like in-depth looks at the localization process of what it was like to bring these games from Japan to America. And then it like the EarthBound one has a ton of interviews with, I'm blanking on his name, but there's two guys that translated EarthBound for Western audiences. And Clyde interviewed both of them for the book. But in this case, with the Undertale book, he actually interviews Toby Fox about the process of, at least I'm pretty sure he interviews Toby. I should fact check that, because I haven't read this book yet. The book has just some incredible imagery in here though too. I love these like close-ups of like a CRT almost. It's really, really nice. But so yeah, I believe this book talks with Toby. Although regardless, it's whoever ended up localizing it for Japan, I think, instead. So like how they changed things. Oh yeah, well here's a picture of Toby. With there's Toby's head, everyone. Everyone knows Toby. That's Toby Fox. Right? But I still haven't read this book yet, so I can't really comment on the exact quality of it. But what I will say is that Clyde and the team at Fangamer like put so much effort into the imagery in these books. So like I'm not really a big reader myself, but like my gosh, are these books just beautiful to look at? And the pictures that they show off in here like really make this fun to look at. And you learn so much more in like the EarthBound one about just games as a whole and like what the translation process is like than just, you know, you don't just learn about EarthBound. You're not just going to be learning about Undertale when you read this book. Oh yeah, so here it says, in his notes, Toby said that this whole sequence is a reference to the opera in Final Fantasy VI. So I'm not going to reference what that scene is, so that way people don't know, so I'm not spoiling things for people, but it does look like there's a lot of interviews in here with Toby then. But definitely check this out if you're an Undertale fan, or if you even just want to learn more about like localization. So then the cool thing is that there's a companion book, and this is called Passport to Undertale. And so what this is here, I'll just read the back. It's your guide to learning to read Japanese by playing Undertale. Learning a language is easier when you use the new language to relate to something important to you or to achieve a clear goal. By using this passport to decipher Undertale's Japanese video game script, you'll acquire the basics of the Japanese language in an unconventional but more natural way. And this is also written by Clyde Tomato Mandolin. This is something Felix and I have been like trying to learn Japanese for like almost a year now. And I don't know how I haven't DM'd you and like told you about this yet. I think my brain's just been too crazy busy lately. But this is a book just all about the process, or all about how to play Undertale in Japanese. And so yeah, it shows off like let me go right to the start here. So the beginning there does actually look like a it does look like a passport on the first page, like it's been stamped and everything. I'm gonna turn the music down just a bit as well. It feels, maybe it's not too loud on your end. On my end, it's like blowing me away. But yeah, so there's it shows off katakana in here. Let's see, do they even show off? Maybe the game doesn't use hiragana. Oh, this would be so good. Like Felix, I know, is still learning katakana. Is learning katakana. I'm still learning hiragana. I'm gonna end that poll now, by the way. I forgot all about it. 115 of you voted. Thank you so much. So 54 of you say that you like the red spines, or you just like Virtual Boy. And 45 of you say that they hurt your eyes. I understand. But yeah, this book seems super cool. It teaches you some kanji in there as well, and shows like how it's used. And this sounds like a fantastic way to play the game. And honestly, like, maybe this is what I wish Amori had one of these, because my buddy Zach and I were trying to play Amori together, and then I just haven't committed the time to it. He's already beaten the game now and loved it, and I gotta finish that before I start Undertale again. But this could be a really cool way to learn Japanese, and I wanna give it a shot. I'm running out of table space like massively. I think I'm also going to just quick take a minute or two break as well, because I have a few other things that I've dropped on the floor here that I want to pick up. So I'm going to take a break for a moment, but I will be right back. I swear, just a minute. So please don't go anywhere if you're hanging out. I'll see you in just a second. Well, hello. Hey, everyone. We're back. I picked up all the things. I really didn't drop even that much, which is good. I didn't want to drop everything. So that was very good. The music restarted as well. Yay, I'm so sorry. So now we get to listen to the lounge music again. This is from Astral Chain. It is the HQ music. Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick break. Just make sure that I didn't destroy everything that fell to the ground. It's okay. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, we were at PAX East, right? That's where we were all hanging out there in spirit. So there was this vendor there that had boxes and manuals from. Or there was a vendor there that had a bunch of boxes and manuals, which I like absolutely eat up, right? I couldn't believe that they had that. Who would bring that to a big convention? These people did, and I was so glad. I ended up getting a manual in there for like Sonic Spinball or Sonic Pinball Party on Game Boy Advance, and Sonic Battle. I got that as well. But then I got a box for Final Fantasy, and it's not in the best shape, but like this, there's no tears in it. Like, yeah, it's like creased, pretty badly creased. And the bottom does not stay shut. I have it folded up proper, I think, but it just is like, yep, it's just not hanging. But yeah, I ended up paying $10 for this box, I think, which I was super stoked about. Once I put this in like a plastic case, maybe I can iron it out again, the bottom, And once I get like the foam in there and have all the pieces, I think it'll sit better. But right now it's just an empty box with the game. But now I get to hunt around for like the map and the poster, or not the poster, the map. Maybe there's 2 maps even, and the manual. Yeah, so I've got a lot to look for in that regard. Oh wait, did it? Oh, this is the Star Tropics box. Look at that. It'll look so nice when I have one of these for it. Maybe. Okay, so I got that, but then also from that same vendor, I got this, which is, you might not be able to see this well because of the lighting. Here, let me turn my light off for a minute. So this is a Nintendo Wii notebook from 2009, as you can see on screen here. But then it's also a Nintendo DS notebook. And this is like, I don't know if this was given to like employees of Nintendo or if this was like an event like giveaway or what, but I use notebooks like all the time at work here. I'm always like using, like, I have a planner that I like clock in and clock out from, and I'm always taking notes of like what I do for the day. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm always journaling and noting things. And so I was so glad when he told me that this was also only like $10 or something as well. And then on the back here, I forgot about this until now. But it also has graph paper as well, which I could use to write Japanese characters as well. So I'm probably going to start doing that eventually too, because the notebook that I write Japanese in normally, which I haven't written in for a couple weeks, I have like stickers all over it. Like I've got a Tomodachi Life sticker on here, and you can see my like really bad handwriting in here. But I make I draw like what's it called, grids for myself to write in, and it's, yeah, because this is just dot paper. Is that what you would call that? Maybe. But I should have gotten a notebook originally that had grids. So yeah, maybe I'll eventually use this for journaling some Japanese. And yeah, I just thought this was super cool. Like, it's also weird that it like has this slot in the middle here where it doesn't have bindings. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the design choice, but very, very weird thing. Oh my gosh, Paul, are you kidding me? What? Paul just gave a 10 pound super chat, which is like $12 US or something like that, and says, Felix and I have had an intense discussion behind the scenes, and we've determined that this stream needs more bucket hat. Put the hat back on, Sion, or else. Also love this vibe, Unbox boy. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have been hanging out this whole time, but earlier we unboxed an Octopath Traveler 2 press kit that looked like this. If you'd like, later you'll be able to see the VOD of this, and you can go back and watch it if you want. But in here was a bucket hat that said Octopath Traveler 2. And I guess I have to put the hat back on. I don't know how to rock a bucket hat, though. Is this how you do it? Fam? Bruh? Am I saying the right keywords yet? Darn you, Paul. You conned me with money. Honestly, no. If it wasn't the money, it was just you. I can't hear the music as well now, but it's all right. I'll get over it. Oh, no! All right. Yep. Dude, my grandpa loves fishing, and I haven't been fishing with him since I was a kid. But if we ever go, this is the hat I'm going to roll up in. And I'm Grandpa. I'll only catch and release, Grandpa. I'm sorry, but this will be it. Fam, squat up. All right, fam. Who wants to see my loot? All the cool things. Oh, so speaking of things that I was sent, I've been so busy. It's ridiculous. I was sent this like a week ago, and I still haven't opened it. But then actually we started. When I knew that I was going to do this stream, I was like, I'll just wait and show it off then. I got sent Trinity Trigger by Xseed. This, I don't remember who all worked on this. Maybe the back of the box. Nope, the back of the box doesn't say. But this has some pretty famed developers working on it. The artwork is amazing. It kind of looks like I don't think it's like a dungeon crawling RPG, but it looks like the combat of Rune Factory, but that's like the whole game. It looks like that. By the way, Animal asked if I have a copy of Mother 3. I do have a complete box copy. It's right there. Can you see it? Oh god, the focus is so bad, but it's up there. It's up there. Thank you. That's very kind of you, though. People, play Mother 3. Nintendo, let people play Mother 3 through you. But yeah, so Trinity Trigger is not out yet. This game doesn't come out until the end of April. But Xseed said that even though the reviews aren't out for this game yet, that we can open this up and take a look at it. You might still be able to pre-order this online or pick it up. I'm not sure. I didn't pay for this. Xseed just very kindly sent it to us. It was very cool of them. They didn't have to do that. But I do appreciate having it. So the best thing I can do is show it off with you all. Oh, yo, this is sweet, actually. This must be like a special cover for the game as well, because I'm assuming the game cover is going to look like this. I don't know. Yeah, so here's the standard box, and here is the special. I mean, I'm just assuming it's a special cover, but I don't know for certain. I will crack it open though. But inside here, oh, cool. There's a soundtrack. Let's get that opened up, and then we'll open up the game. I think the game feels pretty hefty. It might have like a manual or something in there too. But also, I just want to say thank you all for just hanging out on the stream. I don't want to say I was worried about how the stream would go, but I think with anything, everybody has worries about, if people are going to enjoy it or if people are going to want to hang out and chat, and so I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I'm not going to talk about it much. I just want to say thank you for hanging out. It just means a lot, and it makes my day a lot better. So thank you. But yeah, so this is a soundtrack for Trinity Trigger. It came with the special edition of the game. Oh, and it's 2 discs. That's pretty cool. The artwork on it is very nice. I think there's somebody who worked on the soundtrack as well. Oh, it is Hiroki Kikuta. Hiroki Kikuta. Let me look them up quick and see what it is they've done. Aha, there we go. Okay, so they worked on the soundtrack for Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Kadalka on PS1. They worked on a lot of Mana games. Yeah, even they worked on Soul Calibur 5. That's pretty cool. But yeah, most known for Secret of Mana and Trials of Mana. But that's really sweet. Okay, so let's see. There's an art book in here too. Oh, and there's 63 tracks on the soundtrack as well. It might be like short versions of the songs, but yeah, so here's the art book. I kind of want to be careful about how much I show of the art book, because I don't want to like spoil things. I don't want to pull like an art book, I don't want to show you the whole art book. I don't want to do that. Goodness, that would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? But I guess they told me I could, so yeah, so here's the contents. Here's Cyan. Cyan's the main character. Elise. So looks like those are all the main characters. Yeah, so it's got tons of art in here of the characters themselves. Oh yeah, there's like actual like overworld art. I would just like flip through the pages, but I feel like that wouldn't be very beneficial. Oh yeah, and here's some more of the key art too. Yeah, this game looks rad. Oh, cool! And there's some like promotional art in here too. These are adorable. These are adorable. What is that from? Oh, I'm thinking it's the Mario movie, the Luma. Or oh no, it's the Toad. We're adorable. I think that's what it says. Yeah, that's some cute art. Very good. Did Grandpa buy you all this stuff? No. If you're just tuning in, Xseed actually sent me this early copy of Trinity Trigger, the collector's edition. It was very kind. Very cool of them. But let's actually look at the game now, because maybe the game has a reversible cover. The banjo music. Yeah, I put together this playlist like super quick today and was running out of time. And I had second guesses about using the banjo stuff because I feel like it didn't fit the mood, but I was just like, well, it's that or no music. So I just put it in. No, Paul, don't ban me. So the game does have a manual. And while it doesn't have like, I mean, I guess you could flip this artwork around if you wanted. It just doesn't have spine text on it. But if you do flip the art, this is what it looks like. So, but this is the back of the box now. So that is something to consider. If you did want to, if you bought this version and you like loved that main art, you know, like I said, that's the back of the box is this. Yeah, I guess you could ban Xeon Dude from the chat, but that doesn't make me go away. Sadly. Sorry guys. Sorry, Paul. Oh yeah, and then there's the little manual too. So I wonder, since we actually got a real art book, I wonder if this is going to be, yeah, it is an actual manual. I will say Xseed does a really good job of doing actual manuals for their games and not just making it like a little tiny art book or like a pamphlet or something. You know, like this is a real beefy manual in here. Yeah, it talks about the characters again. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, they talk about combat. They show off some weapons. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I'm excited to give this game a go. I just finished Melon Journey that Xseed published the other night and really liked it. It's just a really charming game. We covered it on the channel here actually as well. The story and like the characters themselves are absolutely the best part of the whole game. It doesn't really have like combat or like it doesn't really feel much like a game. It's just kind of like a walking sim, I guess, but like built for the Game Boy is what it looks like. The game crashed on me like 5 or 6 times though, and that was killer. Like I don't know if the Steam version and like other console versions have like problems with crashing. Like I was talking with our pure Xbox video producer Craig, and he finished the game on Xbox. And the game doesn't autosave either, so like I have to just mention like that really bummed me out about the game. But that aside, like Melon Journey was still just a very, very charming and fun game. But what else do I have now? Oh yeah, so basically I think all that I have left now. Well, I showed you the Analog Pocket earlier, so I'm gonna move that off to the side. I did also order this case from Etsy. I don't remember the name of the seller, sadly. I don't. But I really like the look of the Analog Pocket and like didn't want it to scratch up a ton. So this is just a really simple case that just like slides on the back here. And I thought I ordered orange, but it ended up showing up as purple. And I was like, what? And I'm not even really a big fan of purple. But I went back and looked at my order form, and yeah, I ordered purple. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's a cool case. So I guess I could show you the stuff I got at... I'm going to show you the Midwest Gaming Classic stuff, because I got a lot there, but my pile isn't very big. I think I maybe just... I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I got a lot of stuff from other consoles. I don't know. But... oh, well. Let's see. Let me make sure I sort this accordingly. Okay, I actually did get a lot at Midwest Gaming Classic. Who am I kidding? Okay. So I ended up oh yeah, I'm just reading the chat a bit here as well, just to make sure I'm not missing things. Okay. So yeah, at the Midwest Gaming Classic, it's an event in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been going since like 2015 or something like that, maybe. I've been going for years. I missed last year, but otherwise I've been every single year. And it's a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of Portland Retro. If you've ever heard good things about the Portland Retro Game Show, I almost think Midwest is... actually it's tough because both this year at Midwest Gaming and then Portland last year had some really cool like exhibits. There was like one hall that was decked out, or like one room that was decked out to look like an official like Nintendo store from like 1995, I think. And I actually posted a little like YouTube short of that on our YouTube channel here as well, that you can go see. It was like an EarthBound like game kiosk, and it was this thing where like you would go and push a button and it would play a trailer for a game on the screen, and it actually had like a Laserdisc player inside of it. It was really rad. You should go check that out. But one of my favorite things about Midwest Gaming Classic is that it has this just giant hall where you can walk around and there's people selling retro games, comic books, trading cards, mostly games and like video game themed things. But yeah, so every year I go and like spend a bunch of money, try to trade some things. And this year I did a lot of damage. I ended up getting, this is not the game. You know me. I'm a box and manual kid. So, well, for certain things. So I got the box and manual, or just the box for Sonic Gems, but I paid $1 for this. And this game, like on the secondhand market right now, is like $50. So now if I can find a disc for a cheaper price, then I already have the box, and I just need to find the manual too. But I'm part of the way there. You know, you get the deal. Alex, I have not texted him about this yet, but I got a Japanese GameCube game. And if any of you know Alex and know why I'm mentioning Alex, I would love for someone to guess in the chat what they think this game is. I want to see. Let's see if anyone can guess it. Brady got it immediately. There it is. It's Doshin the Giant in the flesh. So this game did not release in North America. You probably already know that from Alex talking about it. But it did release in Japan and Europe. And the European copy is very, very expensive. But I was like $5 for this game, sure. And it doesn't have the manual. It doesn't have the box. But now I have a legal, legitimate way that I can play this game. And I think that's awesome. So, yeah, I had to. Yeah, look at that little guy. There he is. So I got that. I also, Felix will be stoked about this. I picked up a copy of Eastward. This was $20. And I've heard super good things about this. The art and the music looks insanely nice and detailed. And I still don't really know, like, I don't think it's an RPG. I've seen enough trailers, but I've never really understood like what kind of game it necessarily is yet. But yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this game, and Felix said really nice things about it. So yeah, so I picked that up. It came with a little sticker sheet as well, which I doubt I'll ever have the courage to use unless if I play this game and it's like absolutely one of my favorite games, then I'll just put these everywhere. And then the cartridge has some kind of cool artwork on it too. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I was very happy to have that. That was on my wish list. I actually did kind of want a Japanese copy of this game instead for a while, because I think the Japanese art is killer. It just looks so nice. But now I have a way that I can play the game at least. I also picked up a physical copy of Triangle Strategy. This is still sealed because I have the game digitally. But now I at least have a copy of the game that I can put on the shelf and not have to worry about it. I got some 3DS stuff too. I got Final Fantasy Explorers on 3DS. This is like, it always looked like a Monster Hunter style game. If anyone's played it, let me know in the comments below if that's like a bad comparison or if there's a better comparison to make. But it kind of looks like an action RPG that was multiplayer. Yeah, it says co-op 2 to 4 players, local and online. This game even has Street Pass support. That's cool. But yeah, it looks like you'll play as characters from the Final Fantasy universe, or maybe they just like dive into the game. I don't know, but Cloud's on the back there, and so is Lightning. Yeah, battle together with up to 4 players, over 20 jobs to explore and master. Oh yeah, and iconic Final Fantasy characters and monsters. Whoa! Oh, my friend Nate. I got to meet my buddy Nate there, and he ended up picking up this copy of Hey Pikmin for me a while back, and was there to give it to me. It was very, very kind of him. I heard not so great things about this game when it came out, but I just heard it was a little bland, and it was kind of like a Metroid Federation Force situation where people wished that they got like a regular Pikmin game on 3DS instead. And I know Chibi Robo Ziplash gets a lot of flack, And I tried that game, and it's boring. It's really just not fun. But I'm curious if Hey Pikmin deserves just as much flack. I played Hey Pikmin for a solid 5 minutes. Oh, midnight, really? Heroes of Ruin. I've heard good things of Heroes of Ruin. It kind of, that flew by me because I wasn't really into the like more like medieval fantasy style. Isn't really my thing. I'm more like I'm more of an anime fantasy art, like cartoonish fan. I mean, I'll still play games that it's not, art style isn't the final thing for me, but that definitely, like, Heroes of Ruin didn't seem like my cup, but I did hear good things from the people that played it. Izajim? Ezajim. I probably butchered that so bad. Says, I liked Hey Pikmin, but definitely keep expectations low. I can't compare to the main games at all. That makes sense. And I definitely wouldn't go into it that way. I still need to play regular Pikmin. But yeah, I would like to give this a shot someday. I also got Tetrasphere on N64. My mom and I have really fond memories of us like renting this from the local Piggly Wiggly and playing that. We had a lot of fun with that. Aw, now the Chrono Cross, the heartwarming music comes on. But yeah, I've been wanting this game for a long time, and every time I find it, like, the label is just like super beat and it looks like garbage. But yeah, I finally found a nice looking copy. These piles that are on my desk here of games and things are looking like pretty scary right now. I wish I could show you, but like everything looks like it's gonna fall over. I also realized I wanted to make a tweet about the fact that I was streaming and I never did. So maybe I should do that. Can I? Is there an easy way? Oh yeah, I guess I can just like make like a screenshot, right, of like this stream here. That's easy enough, isn't it? There we go. I think that'll work, maybe. Yeah, this is harder than I thought to do. It's so hard to multitask. There we go. How's everyone's days been, by the way? It's like the afternoon for me right now, and I was super tired when I woke up this morning, but I think that's like, it's like how I always feel. This music is like, gosh, the Chrono Cross soundtrack is fantastic. If anyone was curious, that is what we're listening to right now. Okay, I'm almost done doing the tweets. Okay, good. We're done now. All right, now I'm going to read these. Yeah, that was a good call, Jeff. I did just end up sharing the thumbnail. That was good. Yeah, it is, Bolt. It is crazy that Chrono Trigger is not on Switch yet. I have no idea how. Good. Andrew's doing good. Nintendo fans, great. Got an hour of work left. Cool. I'm glad to be hanging out while you're working. Mario 3D Land. I really like Mario 3D Land a lot. Yo, nice. Felix is still playing Breath of the Wild. Did you finish that last? I think he was telling me he was on the last shrine. Ooh, Daniel at Evernight. It sounds like maybe Good Vibes is going to be streaming soon. He says, preparing my body to stream soon. I mean, he is streaming, but maybe that means Good Vibe is streaming soon. Good Vibes, rather. Aw, Midnight, thanks. That's so cool. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. And it's been nice to like be chatting with you in here too, so thanks. Thanks. Pyro's been making essays? Dang, that's sweet. Be careful not to rip any more Chrono Trigger maps. That's fair. Did I do that? Did it actually rip? I do remember now that you mention it, like I folded it weird. Oh, nice. Felix is doing the Champions Ballad right now and has 1 shrine left at the castle. That's awesome. I also think I just found a fly in my room. That's a bummer. It like just crawled up a cord on the backside of my computer. Ugh. Well, that's only slightly horrifying, but it's fine. You're all here to keep me safe. It's cool. Okay, so we were at Midwest Gaming Classic Pickups. That's right. So I also got... I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it because I'm embarrassed and it was dumb. But I got a box for a teal Game Boy Color. Like, just an empty box. This was... actually, I think it does have... Yeah, the registration card is in here, which was kind of cool, like a real throwback to see this. So you're in it to win it. Oh, you're in it to win it. So register your Game Boy for a chance to win a Game Boy game pack of your choice. That's a mouthful. What games could you win? Let's see. Wario Land 2, Mario Golf, Quest for Camelot, Mickey's Racing Adventure, NBA 3-on-3, Kobe Bryant, Conker's Pocket Tales, Game & Watch Gallery 3, and Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. What game would you pick? I would probably go with Conker, maybe Wario Land or Mario Golf. I've always wanted to play the Mario Golf games just because of Camelot, the Golden Sun people working on that. But yeah, I wonder. That's probably what I would pick. And then there was also like a little Nintendo Power registration slip in here too. Power up and get free stuff. And it also wants you to like. Yeah, to subscribe to Nintendo Power. Mario Golf. Yeah, Wario Land 2 was on Game Boy Color and original Game Boy, actually. It was around the time where they were like transitioning into Game Boy Color, I'm assuming, so they put it on both. Send it in. I actually did do, not recently, but this is probably like 10 or 15 years ago. I did mail a few like old registration cards into like Square Enix. I think I had 1 or 2, maybe Nintendo. Maybe Natsume, because Natsume would always put registration cards in their games too. But yeah, I never heard back from them. So then I also picked up. So this is one of the more fun things. I got the Mario Party e-reader card game. This was super cool, but unfortunately, it doesn't have all of the cards. I made a list of the ones I'm missing. But I'm missing, I think, like 10 or 15 cards. But if you weren't aware that this was a thing, this was a card game that you could play standalone with 2 to 4 players, I'm assuming. Maybe you can play it by yourself. Oh, yeah, with or without the e-reader. I'm not sure how many players it really is. But yeah, it's a card game that uses all these cards. And then you've got... It came with the instruction manual, which is like it's cute that it looks exactly like a Game Boy Advance manual, like sizing and everything. Libby in the comments in the chat asks how the game is played. I don't know actually yet. What I can say though is, yeah, you can use the e-reader or you can't, which I've said that probably like 4 times now. But then it has this giant board. So I'm trying to hold it the right way up. Yeah, it's got this giant board. It looks like it's 4 players maximum at the very least. And yeah, I would love to like get a good group of friends together. Like maybe this would be the thing where like if I can find the rest of the cards that I'm missing, because I found a full set online and cross-referenced and found the ones I'm missing. So if anybody out there happens to have like a few of these cards randomly but no full game, let me know. I would love to trade you for some of the ones that I'm missing. But yeah, I would love to like play this with Alex and Felix like next time I go to London. And but I just don't have all the cards yet. So, but I got it for a really fair price as well. And you know me, I love a hunt. I love going on a hunt trying to find more pieces. And Felix loves Mario Party, so this would be like, this is so up his alley. I just gotta find those other cards. I'm trying to put it back in the box, but who am I kidding? I'll do that after. I'll do that later. I also got these Animal Crossing little figures. Maybe some of you have seen these before. I think they had these for sale like at GameStop for a while. And they're like really, they're kind of like fluffy. They're flocked, I guess. They're kind of fluffy and fuzzy. And yeah, I got all these ones I'm going to show off. I got for a total of $5 in a bag. I like looked at the seller and was like, wait, is it $5 for each or $5 for all? And when they said all, I was like, where is my wallet? Where is it? And I also got Isabelle, and there was another one as well, but we have some of them in the kitchen, like on display, because we have a Celeste in the kitchen that we bought a different place. And yeah, so I have all these other ones. I think this is Marshall, right? Marshall. I don't remember these two's names. I feel like this one starts with like a D. Is this Dom? Dom, maybe? Then what is this? Is this Timmy or Tommy? Man, I can't. For some reason, I just can't pin this one's name. And then we got Flick. Flick as well. Flick's pretty cool. Dang, I want to like put them on display somewhere so you can see, but that didn't work. That's not gonna work. Oh right, of course, Tom Nook. Of course. How could I forget? How could I forget that guy? My buddy Zach picked up these Pokemon like tokens, coins for me. There's this Bayleaf one, which he knows I'm a grass starter kid. I love grass starters. And yeah, so it's like for a Japanese game. And it's a great ball. I don't know what it is. And then we also got this one, which is like a Leafeon. I think it's super pretty because it's like sleeping almost. But yeah, it's just hanging out. It's very cute. Oh, this is from a board game? Pokemon Pogs. Kind of. They're both like hard plastic. Can you hear that? Sorry if that hurt. That was too loud, but yeah. Very cool. And then, oh yeah, I also got a few boxes and manuals when I was there too, which I guess I've already showed off a lot of boxes and manuals, but I already had the cartridge for this, but I managed to pick up the box and manual for Illusion of Gaia, and it has the map in here too. And the cool thing with this manual was they must have worked with Nintendo Power to make it as well, because it calls itself an Explorer's Handbook, and even advertises Nintendo Power up top. So maybe it is like well, it doesn't really look like a standard manual. Yeah, it really goes into like different parts of the game. And I played a decent amount of Illusion of Gaia back when I was a kid, but I just had the cartridge. Maybe I rented it somewhere. I don't know. Jeff, yeah, you like Illusion of Gaia? Yeah, Paul, I'm still wearing the bucket hat. What do you want from me? Oh, and hey, Brady says these work on the Japanese 3DS Tetra game. Do both of these? Both these coins? Let's see, are they both? Yeah, this one is made in 2008, and this one was made in 2013. But that's still super cool. But yeah, and then so Illusion of Gaia, yeah, I got the box and manual and the map. And here's the map. Like on one side, it has like the enemy list, which I won't show the whole thing. Don't want to spoil this like 20-year-old game for you all. And then yeah, then here's the world map. But I love this stuff, you know, like it definitely pulls me back to like that time, that era, you know. It's like any kid from the 80s like probably loves He-Man and Dungeons and Dragons and Thundercats. And I'm just a sucker for anything that makes me feel like a kid again, I guess. Which is real bad, but it's dangerous. It is nostalgic. Gotta be careful. Nostalgia gets you. But then I also, when I did the EarthBound documentary last year, Smash Bros. Got talked a lot about in that. And I was really bummed that I didn't have a complete in-box copy of the game to show off in the video. Because Smash Bros. Is like, I had it on N64 when I was a kid. I bought it brand new. I had the box and manual, but I must have just sold it or traded it in somewhere and got rid of the box and everything. But eventually, years later, I bought another cartridge and have the copy that I have now. But then at the event, somebody was selling a complete in-box copy of the game. So what I ended up doing is I traded with them. I had a couple like other things that I didn't need that they took off my hands, and I think they wanted just a little bit of cash. But yeah, I ended up getting Super Smash Bros. And the box isn't in perfect shape. but I don't care either. Like, it has the Nintendo Power Offer, the manual's here. And I really wish I would have had this for last year when I did the EarthBound documentary, because I would have loved to get close-ups of this. And the one thing I guess I realized as well is, like, I don't think Ness is actually in this manual at all, because all of the games, or all of the secret characters, were just that. They were secret. But it would have been nice at least to get a close-up of the box. But man, I wonder, does anybody know if, like, artwork of Ness and, like, Captain Falcon and stuff from Smash 64, like, exist in this style? Because it's so unique. Like, even, you know, later Smash Bros. Games, man, it'd be cool to have, like, all of the characters in, like, Smash Ultimate done in this style. I would love that. Yeah, Henry, you like these streams too? These new live streams are all scheduled, are so good. Good. I'm glad that's really helpful. And that was totally, like, I'm thinking it was Alex's idea, but I really have to give, like, Felix and Alex all props for just, like, making this live stream format, like, work so well, and just getting this up and running, because this is a lot of fun. It's good to hang out. But yeah, I wish it'd be cool to see, like, if Ness was made in this style. Or if anyone knows if anyone's made fan art of the characters that look like this. That would be rad. Super rad. Nitro rad, even. Could you imagine that? Wow. Okay, so I guess I just have a little pile of stuff behind me still from one other event. I think that's it. Oh, Evernight says that they do exist. The art does, in a strategy guide. That's smart. That's cool. Yeah, if anyone remembers, if they want to tweet at me or something about that, I would absolutely love that. I would love to see it, because I might forget after the stream. But no pressure either. It's just nice to know that that actually does exist. Okay, so I have some other stuff. I went to an event, called Side Quest. It was called Side Quest Swap Meet in Portland, Oregon. Oh, before that, I also got the Tunic plushie. He's super cute. He comes with a shield as well. There we go. And then he's got a sword. And one thing that I noticed that I love, that I did, like, on accident, was, like, he almost has, like, in-game Tunic physics. So, like, if you, like, when he runs, look at, like, his weapons kind of, like, they kind of, like, bob, like, with him, like he would in the game. And, like, especially when you swing, he's like, oh, there went the shield. But yeah, I think he's great. He's got a cute little key, or not keychain, but a tag as well that means something to the game. And yeah, I think they did a good job. Good job with the Tunic boy. Okay, but so now the last bit of stuff that I have is yeah, it is just like the game, isn't it, Midnight? So last bit of stuff I have is from that retro game swap meet in Portland. I never got the Sephiroth amiibo when he first came out, because he was kind of, like, highly sought after, and I don't remember if he, like, released on a day that I just, like, didn't remember, or if I was busy or what. But yeah, somebody had him for sale there for, like, I think it was $20. So he's a bit more than, like, retail. But I was just glad to pick him up. So yeah, so I got that guy off my list. I did a trade with another vendor. I had, like, an extra copy of Mario Strikers on GameCube. I don't even remember where I got that now. Maybe somebody traded me for it. I don't know. Whatever. But I ended up trading that and got Donkey Kong Country 2 complete in box on Game Boy Advance. And, like, part of me was like, do I still really need this? Like, it's on Nintendo Switch Online now, and I have it on Super Nintendo already. But I just, like, if I could only have 5 games on Game Boy Advance, maybe 10, this would definitely be one of them. Because Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of my favorite games ever made. It's just it's a game I could always go back to. And so I think that, for me, I just always need some kind of justification. I need some angle, because otherwise, well, I don't need to justify things. Are you kidding me? Like, look at what I've already done to myself. Donkey Kong Country 2 actually is on display in the background there. Yeah, I was like, I should throw something on the TV quick, and I had the cartridge out already, so I just popped it in. Perfect game. Oh, Donkey Kong Country 3. If you want to learn more about Donkey Kong Country 3, you can actually head over to Good Vibes Gaming. They have they talk about the game all the time over there. Nintendo Life, not so much, but you understand. I also picked up this copy of Project Cross Zone on 3DS, the limited edition. But the fun thing with this is I already had the box and manual, or the box, and like it came with an art book in here. And a soundtrack. Oops. And I think there's a poster here as well. Yeah, John's a big fan of Donkey Kong Country 3. Right? That's what I've heard, at least. But yeah, that cool poster is in here. And I didn't have the game, though. I had all of this other stuff. But I ended up finding a vendor. I got rid of my copy of Silent Hill Downpour on PS3. Because I looked at the gameplay for that and was like, this isn't my Silent Hill. So I ended up trading somebody straight trade for trade Silent Hill Downpour for this. And it was great. Like that's the kind of thing that I love. And I hope and wish more people can do that. Just find people that want the stuff that you have, you know, like, and just the law of equivalent exchange. Maybe that's actually not how the law works, but still it worked out for me. And yeah, it does have the game. Don't worry. Could you imagine? I get home and it's just an empty box. It's important. Whenever you go to a game store and you buy a game, make sure it's there, even if it's in front of the employees. Doesn't matter if you feel embarrassed about it. Just look, because you never want to get home and have a game not be in there, because that's a bummer. Big bums. Oh yeah, stream has been going over 2 hours now, hasn't it? Let me see. Oh, yo, I can skip the music later on so we can listen to other music? I had no idea. That's so cool. How long has the stream been going for, actually? How can I tell? I don't know how to tell that. Oh, there we go. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Okay, I found it. I'll leave the music for now because I don't want to throw it into a place that it's off or something. But so I also got I got this copy of Teleroboxer when I visited London last year. Alex actually gifted this to me. It was very, very kind of him. But he gifted it in a way that he was like, I want to get you a game that you'll never be able to play, Xeon. And it's true. I don't have a Virtual Boy right now, but I do hope to get one someday. But it was actually, it had the like precaution slip. And yeah, it had this slip, the one that was like the health and safety slip. But then it also had this, if you don't subscribe to Nintendo Power, you won't see it coming either. And it's like a bug about to be stepped on by like a Doc Martin. Basic. I've never really realized that. I've seen this ad a ton of times, but that has to be a Doc, right? Yeah, if your eyes hurt, this will not help you. This will not help Virtual Boy eye strain. But yeah, so it already had this in here, which, yo, crazy. This is actually one of the Nintendo Power issues that that EarthBound was like heavily featured in. It was in the documentary as well. That's super cool to see. Oh no, and there's a picture of the bug like getting stepped on in the book here too. Goodness. Oh, hey, Gamer MNC in the chat says, because of your Street Pass video, I have been bringing my 3DS everywhere. That is so cool. I hope you've had success. And honestly, like, like I said, I'll say it time and time again. If people take their 3DSs and 2DSs out and they don't find any Street Passes, it's going to happen, you know. But the more people that take them out, the higher the chance of you finding a Street Pass. So tell your friends to take their 3DSs out. I'll shut my mouth about it. Maybe in a year. We'll see. But for now, we got a Street Pass all the times that we can. But so the reason I bring up this Teleroboxer, oh, goodness, was because at the side quest swap meet, I found the manual for the game. So now I have a 100% complete copy of Teleroboxer. And I've never played this game before, ever. I've played a Virtual Boy before, but not this. But I love the artwork in this game. Like, it makes so much sense that Alex would get me this game because he loves ARMS. And while I don't think this is like, I don't think ARMS is a spiritual successor of Teleroboxer, it definitely has that energy, but from like the 90s instead. And I think it's super cool. I really can't wait to play this game someday. It feels like it looks like Punch-Out, but with robots instead. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Ooh, Dynamite Heady. Dynamite Heady's really cool. I've never finished it, but I did play a bit of it back in the day. Ted says, don't ever stop the street pass. Oops, I finally made a mess. I knocked over a bunch of stuff. Ooh, Paul, you can't read the manual. Yeah, I'll get you pics of that. I mean, just kidding. Oh, that'd be illegal. I can't do that. I got you, Paul. What else did I get? Oh yeah, you're all gonna be so proud of me. I got Donkey Konga 2. Very important game. I should probably screenshot this so I can just share this. Oh no, it's too heavy. I need like a little thing that I can like put stuff on, like a little shelf. Oh, Felix said had to leave quickly when he was showing the Mario Party cards. What did he miss? Oh, Felix, you missed the fact that I now own a Mario Party card game. I don't actually know where it is in the stack of stuff right now. It's really hard to find, but it's a real-life Mario Party card game, and you play it with the e-reader, believe it or not, and words are hard sometimes. And okay, I was posting this tweet as well. So you play with the e-reader, or you don't have to. And I don't have all the cards for it yet, but I'm going to try to find them all. And when I come visit the UK sometime, or Europe rather, hopefully Alex and Felix and I can all play that game together. You're catching the Xeon typing really fast face right now. Okay, now I'm back. Paul likes ARMS a lot. He does. Also, one more time. One more time. Give it up. I think Good Charlotte is in this game, by the way. I also got, another thing from when I was a kid. My mom and I, and my brother, which my brother's name is Alex, by the way, as well. I don't know. He's probably not in the stream chat right now, but if he is, hi, Alex. I miss you very much. We used to play these games all the time. We had Ty 1 and 2. We probably had 3 as well, but I don't have any memories of actually like playing that game at all. But Ty was just like a really fun 3D platformer. I don't think it did anything like amazing. Like you shouldn't like seek it out right now. But if you like 3D platformers, it had a lot of personality. It's really fun. I played it with the guitarist in my band, Tyler. We had like a fun night. It's probably like 5 or 6 years ago where we played Ty, and that was really good, very good. I got Sonic Generations on 3DS because this looks like a fun alternative, and or to the console versions, and we never got Generations on a Nintendo platform except for on 3DS. But I think this has some exclusive levels that weren't released on the console version. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat as well. But yeah, Sonic Generations was on my list for 3DS titles to pick up. And I'm at the point now where I have almost all of the 3DS games I would want. I think I'm missing like maybe 10 games or something like that. Yeah. I also picked up Batman Armored Edition. This was like $5 in a bin. And I've never played Arkham City. I played Arkham Asylum. And I remember renting it from my local family video game and rental store. And I ended up playing it in like 2 days, maybe 3. I don't know. Maybe I rented it for longer. But I remember just being obsessed with that game and like wanting to hunt down all like the Riddler trophies. And that game was just so fun. And I think maybe it just came out at a different time where I was busy with other things. But I do remember feeling definitely a bit like overwhelmed by the fact that there was a city to explore, not just like this big building. And I know a lot of people loved City, but I've just never given it a shot. Has anyone, let's see. Someone said, Alfred, get the Bat Wii U. Oh, that's midnight. Oh, and Tim of the Ninja has never played any of the Arkham games. I personally recommend, I mean, like I said, I've never played Arkham Origins or Arkham Knight, but I loved Arkham Asylum. It was so fun. And maybe it's a little dated now. I don't know. But Brady says City is the best of the Arkham games. what Brady or anybody else, what makes City so good? Is I know there's like a much more diverse cast of characters in the game, but yeah, but I'm personally not sure. Like I kept my eyes closed for story and stuff, so I don't know what the pull is. While I'm waiting, or if anyone is typing, I've had Mario Maker for a long time now, and I've had the art book that came with it as well, or like the little like creation book that gives you like ideas of how to build levels. But I was missing the slip cover, and I found somebody at the swap meet that had just the game and the slip cover and not the art book thing. And I was like, hey, would you just sell me just the slip cover for like $3 or $2 or something? And they were like, sure. So they did. They probably didn't make that same face that I did, but yeah, I managed to get the slipcover now. So now I have a 100% complete copy of Mario Maker. And back to the topic of Batman Arkham City. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot of you gave input on this. I appreciate that. Jeff Troyd says the boss fights in City are awesome. David said there's more to do in City, and Arkham Knight failed the Batmobile a bit. That's a bummer. Arkham Knight looks so pretty. It just looks like a really beautiful game. But and you get to play as more characters in Arkham Knight as well, not just Batman. Well, actually, shoot. You get to play as like Catwoman in this, don't you? Huh. I forgot. M. Stan has played all the Arkham games and beat everyone except for Blackgate, but he likes Arkham Knight the best. Gazer got stuck in Asylum. That's sweet. Oh, and Sonic Mania on Generations on 3DS has Casino Night over Chemical Plant. That's cool. There's a ton of levels. Oh yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to play that one. Hang Time. Oh my gosh, yeah, I did get a bunch of DS styluses. They're over in this bin over here. I can go grab them if you want. I forgot about those. Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll grab them. Hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll grab them in a little bit. Actually, I'll grab them in a bit. Oh yeah, because then yeah. Speaking of DS, I didn't want to do this, but I've been wanting one of these for a long time. But I know that they're going to be even harder to find now that the eShop just closed. So I was like, I have to do this sooner than later, or it's not going to happen. So I ended up getting one of the new 3DS systems, not the XL one, but just the oh my goodness, just the 3DS. With like the interchangeable faceplates. I've been wanting one of these for a super long time. I love the fact that you can change the faceplates on them. It also even has like a little like slot here where you can like hang charms if you want, which I've done that with one of my other 3DSs. It has like the charging like sensors here, so you can use a charging dock with this. Like there's so many things that I love about this system, and it's also the one that has, since it's the new 3DS. It has the like the extra LNR buttons on the back. It's got the extra the Circle Pad Pro or whatever. It's got like the Super Famicom colored buttons. I just love it. And this system, when I bought it, I thought it was brand new because it came with the box and everything as well. And even the seller thought it was brand new. But then I opened it up after I bought it, and it actually has screen protectors on it. But it had some smudges on the screen. It was factory reset, but like I can tell, like the neck on it is very smooth. There's no scuffs on it. It doesn't. I think someone used this for like 5 minutes and then put it away, but because it's in incredible shape. I would turn it on, but I run the risk of maybe street passing with myself, and I can't let that happen. So, but yeah. So now I'm on the hunt for faceplates for this, and I'm just seeing. Hayden in the chat says that Etsy has cool custom faceplates, and that is something that I was gonna like go and look up. I just haven't considered it yet, or like haven't found the time yet. But yo, I can't wait, because faceplates for this now are super expensive. Like there's this really cool one that looks like Hanafuda cards, and it has like a piranha plant on one side and I think a boo on the other. There's like some cool, there's a Skull Kid one out there. There's just a lot of really cool faceplates that you can get for this system. that they didn't release in America, because in the US they only released like a few different sets, not many at all. And these things are super easy to take on and off as well. Like the top, if you've never seen one, the top just kind of like pops off just like that. And then you've got like the serial numbers right here, and you've got all the info and stuff, and or the warnings and health and safety. And then you have to screw off the backside here, but it's really, really, really simple. And I like that it has the box. I'm not like, I wouldn't have needed the box, but it's cool. The box is in really clean shape too. Very nice. But this was a lot of money, and that's why I'm like mad at myself for doing it. But I think eventually I'll be happy about it. But I also want to I want to start using this one now. Now that since I'm doing Street Pass and stuff. But I got to stick with that. That one's my son back there. You know, it's the orange and white 2DS. I gotta keep using that one. And Andrew in the chat here says Belmont's Switch prints. Looks like they have a bunch of different... Oh, Switch spines. Cool. That's sweet. Yeah, earlier we were talking about red Switch spines and custom ones and stuff. And yeah, I should definitely look into that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I didn't show off that I've gotten recently. And I can't think of anything. There's probably like little like I got some Nintendo powers. I got some Nintendo DS styluses that I showed over there, or that I didn't show off, but they're over there in a bin. Because I decided I'm going to start collecting DS stylus for fun. I have some figures on the shelf back there too that I forgot about. I got a Wizardmon Digimon figure and a Sakuna figure from Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. And then I have like an Asuka Evangelion figure up here too. But I think I've pretty much shown off everything then. Oh yeah, I also got a copy of Cuphead as well on Switch. I must have already shown that off though, because they sent me a big Studio MDHR sent over a big Cuphead press kit. But I think I took some pictures of that and shared it on Twitter and on the Nintendo Life Instagram. But I think that's pretty much everything I've gotten from the past year. For real, thank you all for hanging out and allowing this format to be a thing. This was a lot more fun to be able to chat with you in the comments here or in the chat here and talk about the stuff one-on-one that I have here. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you want to see us do more stuff like this, I know we say to leave comments and to just let us know, but really it matters. When we read your words of encouragement and we see that you enjoy that we did this or that, I cannot even tell you how much it means to us and makes our days better and tells us that what we've done is good or bad. If there's something you don't like too and you have constructive criticism, please let us know. But it's really just nice to hear what you think, like Felix and Paul telling me that I need to put this hat back on. All right, I've done it. All right, I guess so. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the Unbox Boy stream, which yes is a pun at Box Boy and unboxing and Game Boy. I thought it would be fun. Also, my girlfriend made the logo for the stream as well, so if you like that, please tell her she did a great job on Twitter. I'll tag her probably later today. And yeah, I think she did a stellar job with it, and maybe we'll make it even more fancy too. She made it in 10 minutes yesterday, so I'll stop foaming at the mouth with words, but thank you again. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do more of these streams if you want. And yeah, just thanks. This was a fun time. But I will get out of your hair. Enjoy your evening, your day, your lunch, whatever it is you're going to do. And don't worry, I won't stop buying games. I will probably keep buying them, and this will keep happening. See you later. Bye, everyone.